Big news is rolling out from Southwick and the 2025 AMA Pro Motocross paddock this week, and it's setting up one of the most fascinating back halves of the motocross season in years. First, it's official. Hayden Deegan will race the 2025 Motocross of Nations at Ironman for Team USA. If the current projections hold, he will line up alongside Eli Tomac and Aaron Plessinger, forming a team that blends youthful aggression, veteran precision, and undeniable fan appeal. The Danger Boy, the GOAT of American MX, and the Cowboy. It's a lineup with the potential to capture not only the Chamberlain Trophy, but also the imagination of fans worldwide. It's the perfect mix of attitude, racecraft, and marketability Team USA has needed for years, and Deegan's confirmation signals that America is coming to Ironman with the goal of reclaiming the top spot on home soil. Meanwhile, Roczen has weighed in on Hayden Deegan's trajectory as the star racing Yamaha rider edges closer to a 450 move in 2026. Roczen, who once carried similar hype and expectation while moving up to the premier class, provided a blunt but fair analysis of Deegan's 250 dominance and what lies ahead when the stakes and the competition increase. Am I surprised Hayden is as good as he is? No, because we have seen it in years past. So, to me, it is just another season for him. Does he have a lot of pressure on him? Of course, because he has a big mouth. He likes to be vocal about what is going on and intimidating the other riders. He's the jet of the 250 class right now, not riding style-wise or smoothness-wise, but when it comes to having the upper hand, the starts, consistency, and fewer mistakes. Roczen also offered a reality check for Deegan's fans, noting that even the most dominant 250 riders often face a learning curve in the 450 class. It doesn't matter how good you are on a 250, most of the time there is a learning curve on the 450. He might prove me wrong and do it like Jet, and I can see that happening as well. But just because he's winning everything in the 250 class, it doesn't translate to, hey, I'm in the 450 class and I'm going to do the same thing right away. Deegan's confidence is clear, but Roczen's caution underscores the reality that moving to 450 racing is a different beast, even for elite 250 riders. Breaking news here this morning, as Antonio Cairoli has announced he will race the Redbull and Spring Creek National rounds of the AMA Pro Motocross Championship on a Ducati Desmo 450 MX. Cairoli has raced the Ducati in 3 rounds of the FEM Motocross World Championship, MXGP, so far this year, finishing 18th, 16th, and 7th overall, respectively. But Redbull will mark the U.S. racing debut of the all-new Italian motocross bike. Ducati Course Off-Road and Ducati North America are pleased to announce that 9-time motocross world champion Antonio Cairoli will compete in 2 rounds of the 2025 AMA Pro Motocross Championship, Redbull, July 5th, and Spring Creek, July 12th, racing the Desmo 450 MX. These events will mark the first ever North American race appearances for the Desmo 450 MX, Ducati's premier motocross machine, and Cairoli's return to the AMA Pro Motocross Championship, following his participation in 2022. The Redbull and Spring Creek rounds, 2 of the most iconic tracks in American motocross, will also serve as key development opportunities for the Desmo 450 MX in U.S. racing conditions. Before taking to the gate, Cairoli will appear as Grand Marshal at the Southwick National on Saturday, June 28th, greeting fans and supporting Ducati's North American motocross efforts. Fresh off a strong 7th place overall finish at the MXGP of Great Britain, Cairoli remains focused on racing as a tool for refinement. His participation in the U.S. rounds underlines Ducati Course's goal of gathering data and feedback from real competition as the company expands its off-road footprint. 3 years ago, during the 2022 season, Cairoli cemented his global legacy by embarking on a pro motocross championship endeavor that saw him contest 5 rounds during the series' 50th anniversary campaign as a member of Redbull KTM Factory Racing. During that time, he went bar-to-bar against the most renowned names in American motocross, including pro motocross champions Ryan Dungey, Roczen, and Eli Tomac. Cairoli has contested multiple European races aboard the bike as a member of the Ducati factory MX team, including the most recent MXGP of Great Britain on June 22nd, where he finished 7th overall. The next events on Cairoli's calendar are back-to-back ProMotocross Championship races, which will serve as the official U.S. racing debut of the Desmo 450 MX from Michigan's Redbull MX on July 5th and Minnesota's Spring Creek MX Park on July 12th.